Jackson, OVC coordinator, football officiating with us. Jim, let's first talk about player safety. We're in the middle of a 2-year rule book, the middle year, and a point of emphasis this year has been player safety. Tell us about some of the items that we'll see on the field this year.
Absolutely. The first thing that the Rules Committee has done, and again, the Rules Committee is made up entirely of coaches. Player safety is of utmost concern. This year, if a player, the clock is stopped because a player is injured, that player must leave. The team can't call a timeout and get him back in. And when the player comes back in, then the officials are to assume that the medical staff of the school has approved his return. The idea is for us to take serious the possibility of concussions. The second area is we're going to take the lead from the NFL in regards to wedge blocking. We don't want to put 3 members of the receiving team in the same area on the same yard line, less than 2 yards apart. That becomes a foul. The concern is that members of the kicking team will try to break that wedge up, and they are susceptible to injury there. In the area of equipment, the Rules Committee has removed the requirement for pants to cover the knees, so that it gets us out of the uniform police business, and we like that. The same thing with socks. We don't have to determine what the same length is. As long as the socks are similar, that's okay. The third thing is the Rules Committee has taken a look at eye shade that the players put under their eyes. The purpose of that is to prevent glare from interfering with their vision. Some players have put all kinds of messages there. The Rules Committee has said rather than try to determine what messages are appropriate and what are not, the purpose of the black is to shade the player's eyes and keep down glare. There will be no writing, no logos, nothing on eye shade.
And finally, one area that I know a lot of fans are interested in, taunting, something that's not necessarily going to take effect this year, but and not a rule change, but a change in the enforcement spot for taunting in 2011. Will you tell us a little bit more about that?
That's correct. This is not a change for 2010, but in 2011, if we have a player who commits a taunting foul during a touchdown run, whether that be a punt return or an interception or a pass or a run, and he turns around and taunts the opponent, does something in the field of play, then the foul occurs in the field of play, and the touchdown will not count. So the Rules Committee is absolutely adamant about this rule. It's not a rule change, but this year in 2010, the touchdown would count. We'd enforce the penalty on the try or the free kick. But in 2011, the touchdown won't count.
Jim, thanks for joining us today.
Great to be with you.